the microphone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2022. That's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Could say welcome to the future. Today is Monday, January 3rd, and we'll have a roll call for the Board of Public Works and Safety.
Yes. Evelyn. Here. Courtney.
Here.
Carlo.
Here.
Board, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes from the last meeting dated December 20th? Are there any amendments or modifications needed for the minutes? Not, we'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the previous meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Brian, any adjustments? Nothing on the agenda, and we'll move to unfinished business. We have an unsafe structure at 1202 Wells Drive. I know that Mrs. Cox isn't here today, but we'll ask Nicole to give an update.
Yes, good morning. Most of the building has been demolished. I believe they are working on cleaning up the site, but all but I believe the chimney part is down. Good
progress, and we appreciate Mrs. Cox doing that and taking care of that property and cleaning it up. It will go a long way for the neighborhood.
Definitely.
Did you have another announcement you want to make, Nicole, since you're already there, and we'll roll into new business?
Sure. Yeah. So the city of Madison hired a full-time code enforcement officer. He started today, so he's actually training with our nuisance officer, John Shuring, on those items, and then he'll move into training on unsafe building structures and working with Scott Gross, our building inspector. So his name is Dwayne O'Neill. He started today, so you may see a new face out in the field.
Good deal. Having Dwayne on board along with John's, as well as Nicole as her staff's resources will go a long way toward achieving our goals on our blight elimination plan. So we're already making progress, and this is additional investment that the city is making in order to continue to make progress and deal with our blighted and nuisance structures. Good deal. Nicole, you have PACE extension requests?
Yes. The first PACE extension request is for 713, 715 West Main Street. Steve Buchanan is requesting a 3-month extension. This is a dilapidated structure grant award of $25,000. So his new deadline would be April 18th, 2022. He's mostly complete. He's got some siding work to do left, and just wanted to extend that a little bit.
I like what he's done down there. It's gonna look nice.
Yeah, his project got delayed a little bit because there were some issues with his rebuild on the second story, and so he had to work with the historic board on that, which delayed the project.
It looks good. Board, if it's okay with you, we'll do both of these extension requests together.
Okay. The second extension request is for 215 East 4th Street. Sharon Dagger is also requesting 3-month extension with the new deadline of April 18th, 2022. She has a regular rehabilitation grant. She has not received any money yet on it, but her project is in progress. She's just waiting on the tuck pointing to get done, and I believe that contractor's a little behind schedule.
I make a motion we accept the extension of both these properties, 713, 715, and 215 East 4th Street.
I'll second Carl's motion.
Any discussion? Any comments or questions from anyone in the audience? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thanks. Nicole, sorry to put you on the spot, but I will ask you if you have a kind of an accounting report for the PACE program with regards to where we stand, or maybe we can do that at the next meeting, give an overview for the amount of applications funded, the amount of investment that created, and the amount that's left that we can fund for 2022.
Yeah, let me do it at the next one because I don't have access to it on my phone. The report's done, it's just on my work computer.
Okay.
But since we're in a whole new year, we have plenty of funds available for applications. So we're still accepting those. PACE will meet next week to review their first 10.
Perfect. Love to hear that. That creates a tremendous amount of investment. Any questions for Nicole?
I asked you to check on the property on 4th Street. You
Mhm.
had time to look at that?
I haven't, no.
Okay. That was the one behind the ambulance garage. It's real in bad shape.
Oh,
Yeah, Link is in and out of Madison. He has a house in Florida, so he goes back and forth, and so I haven't been able to reach out to him. But Jan Beatrice said she would help me with that, so I haven't followed up with her yet.
All right, thank you very much.
and I know we talked about it this morning, but do you want to give the board an update on the conversion to iWork?
Sure. Yeah, so last year you approved a contract to join Hanover and Jefferson County to use iWork for our building permit platform. We're in that process of converting to that. We had hoped to kick that off this week, but we've been delayed a little bit. Couple of issues converting our GIS data over to it, but we're still hoping to get up and going at the end of the month.
I think that'll be a game changer for all the goals we want to accomplish with regards to simplifying the permitting process and moving away from all the paper-driven processes we have to more of a cloud-based, but also we'll be using that for the blight elimination strategy for our nuisance and unsafe structures, as well as I'm assuming that someone can apply for a building permit online now?
That's the plan to get it up and going. We're actually putting almost all of our applications on that platform, so you'll be able to submit a historic board application or one for the BZA through that platform. Right now, you can get all of our applications on the city website that have been updated, but eventually that will be through that platform.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, I do not see Chief Wallace or Major McKay here. We did have an amendment to the personnel policy, rules and regulations for MPD. What I'd like to do, since neither one of them are here, is postpone that discussion until the next meeting. Okay.
Fine.
Okay with you?
Yeah, I make a motion, we table that, the
Okay.
procedures amendment for the Madison Police Department until next meeting.
Okay, I'll second
I'll
that.
second.
And any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, let's move into claims.
Mayor, I've had an opportunity to review the claims. I'll make a motion that the claims be approved as submitted.
Second David's motion.
Okay. Any additional discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. All right, moving into mayor's comments. Brian, I didn't know if you had any remarks you'd like to make to the Board of Public Works?
Yes, sir.
And we also have Councilman Chatham here, or you here, sir, to make any remarks to the
No,
Board of
sir.
Public Works? Okay, we'll get to additional public comment here in a second, excuse me. On mayor's comments, I just want to mention that at the next meeting, we'll do a year in review for those matters that the Board of Public Works was involved in, one of which Nicole was highlighting there with regards to the PACE program and things we're working on with regard to blight elimination. And we'll also give you some statistics throughout building and planning and the street department. We will probably be able to begin the water rate ordinance process at the next Board of Public Works meeting, so that'll be 2 weeks. That should give us ample time to finalize the water rate study that we've been working on for the past 4 or 5 months, actually, maybe longer, as Brian has been fully involved in that. We were trying to wrap up a few things with our consultant on that. The holidays certainly slowed things down, but we'll start the process with regards to evaluating the new water rates at the next Board of Public Works meeting. Want to mention too that we're continuing to work on our flood mitigation program. The Army Corps of Engineers has been to Madison, and they had a whole team of engineers here just a few weeks ago. We toured them all throughout the eastern part of the county, downtown, the affected area, the Crooked Creek watershed. We're providing them documentation that they need, and it will take probably until, I'd say, October or so before their initial evaluation and recommendations are made. So more to come on the flood thing. We are continuing to work on multiple elements of that. You've probably noticed that we've been doing vegetation remediation in the culverts that lead into the Crooked Creek area, as well as remediation in a pretty good section of Crooked Creek itself. They've already done a lot of that with all the rain that we've had. That's slowed down a little bit of what we can do. Actually down closer to the creek bed because of the depth of the water, but we'll get to that.
Did they also look at the drainage area ditch up there by the old Victorian Inn? Did they clean out anything up there? The vegetation and not at the end by Second Street, but up beside, what is it, Roosevelt Street?
Yeah, I didn't, I think they went through all that.
Okay.
Are you saying that there's some vegetation that's
Well,
in that?
there used to be, I haven't looked at it lately, I'll check it.
They were supposed to
before.
clear out that whole stretch that would take you all the way down to Second Street. We'll make sure that they did, Carl. That was some of the earlier remediation that was done. I do want to mention too, just a couple of things here on the TSO side. We have an agreement for trash services with Jefferson County, and through the end, we started that agreement, it looks like earnestly in May of 2021, and for that 6-month period, we'd already removed a little over 1,100 tons of trash in that services agreement we had with Jefferson County. So more to come with regards to the various statistics through the streets and TSO operation and our flood mitigation program. All right, we'll move to public comment. Is anybody here who would like to address the Board of Public Works? Or do you have anything to add for good of the cause?
The river's up, has a drizzly problem.
We are about 10 feet below flood stage right now. The river has been rising with all the rain that we have. I believe the elevation right now is around 440 feet, 451 feet is flood stage. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on the river stage. We get reports every day from EMA on it, which I'm very grateful for.
Down at Crystal Beach, I saw that they're removing the old decking that was up there. What are they gonna put in its place? What kind of material?
Nicole, to give you an update on Crystal Beach.
So the decking, second floor decking will be a composite material that will look like the wood structure that was originally there. There will also be some steel members added for structural.
Okay, so it should be a non-maintenance type of.
That's the plan.
Low maintenance at
Low
least.
maintenance.
Low maintenance.
What's the status of the construction there? I haven't seen a pay application come through
Yeah,
yet.
so they're on track. They've basically just done demo work so far. They've gotten a few materials delivered there. I believe steel and some stuff for the upstairs renovations were delivered last week. But I have a update meeting with them tomorrow, so I can get you a better update.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any additional comments? Hearing none, take a motion to.
I make a motion we adjourn.
I'm sorry, clerk, did you have?
Oh, no.
I didn't have anything.
Okay. I'll second Board Member Eagle's motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thanks, everybody.
No, I had to take.
They did have a full crew down there today.